Very good. So he says, what is the term boundary and what does it mean? Now, what are the constituents of the limited identity that most of us seem to carry around? Is it, we have to say, where do you, yeah. So where do you actually end? Say, I end at the body. But what is our actual experience of this? How are you experiencing your body now? Just look and tell me, how is the body experience? You can have the visual perspective and
mostly the visual perspective and the feeling.
So these sensations, which seem to define the boundary. So there's a visual perception and there are these sensations. Now both this visual perception and these sensations, where are they being experienced? Take it very slowly, there's no rush.
Through myself.
Yes. So what is the boundary of that in which both the visual is there, the sound is there, and the sensations of the body are there? I know it can sound like a strange question, but just play with me for a bit and see that what I'm saying, these words are heard in that same space. The sensations of the body are felt in the same space. All these visuals are also experienced in the same space. Bhagavan would call it like the screen of consciousness. But we don't have to worry about even those words. Where is all of this happening, experienced? Now, the mind has said that this is my boundary, and the voice which I'm hearing, which is Ananta's voice, is coming from outside of me because this is my boundary. For a minute, we are dropping that like a child who doesn't know whether this hand is the toy or the toy is the toy. We are not picking up the idea that this is my boundary. And we're just going to go with our insight about where all of this is being experienced, irrespective of whether the mind is defining my boundary or not. So, although it is very radical, to check it is not so difficult if there is some openness.
So I mostly say that the mind is setting up the boundary.
Exactly.
Exactly. Most of this cases, for example, one sphere.
Exactly. So that which we have taken as the valid voice for the me, that is what we are questioning now, which is the mind itself and its presumptions. So now if you don't just blindly follow what the mind is saying, you say, okay, Mr. Mind, this is what you are saying, but let me check this for myself. Then do you find that the sensation of the body, which seemed to define your boundary, is actually happening in the boundless space of you. It is not a physical space, but we just have to use a term. So we say boundless space of you. Are you like the water which is contained inside the glass? Is it? And suppose the boundary of the glass had some sensations. Is it? So are you experiencing it like the water within the glass experiencing the boundaries outside of yourself at your edge? Or are these boundaries also contained within that same space of your existence, where this voice is heard, where the traffic is heard, where any experience is happening? So, what
experience defines the boundary? Huh? What experience defines the boundary?
What you experience when it is mixed up with the mind, then it seems to define a boundary. Exactly. But in the experience itself, do you find any boundary to you? And look at where is that which seems to be perceived as a boundary, where is that contained? So boundary means what? That there is a drop which is separate from the rest of the ocean.
Drop of perception.
There's like a drop of water which is contained in the ocean. And that drop will have a particular energetic boundary or something. Here we are just checking whether really we are this drop itself? Or are we that ocean which contains all of these experiences of that which we have called previously me and another, inside and outside? Where is all of that? Where is this body sitting in front of you? Where is that experience?
That's experience with
Within. The sound is experienced within. Everything is experienced within. Again, we are not yet talking about what that within is, but in that same space where all the objects of perception are experienced, in the same space, even this seeming sensation of the body is experienced. You see? Now, this is not a persistent thing. Now, a part of that boundary, for example, are your ears, but you were not even aware of your ears till I pointed them out. You see, in that moment, there was no perception of it. One of my teachers used to say, we feel like the body is defining us, but till I pull your ear, you won't even know that you have a ear. It's like that. So it is these sensations which seem to have been created as a definition for a me, but actually all of these are just sensations happening within my being. Good. Now, very good that we walk together so far itself is very, very good. So what have we seen? I exist unsupported, effortlessly, naturally. Existence is here. No matter what the experience might be, I just am. The one that has all the suffering, all the problems, I look for that one, but at least so far, I don't find a tangible entity that I can say that one has this problem. And I notice also that all that I perceive is just like a perception or a sensation within the same existence that is here, effortlessly unsupported.